So, how long into the tribulation will the pre-trib crowd finally realize they've been lied to? Will it take the third temple being built? Will it take Jerusalem being split? Or maybe, just maybe, it'll take the Antichrist walking into that temple, declaring himself to be God, just like Jesus warned us in Matthew 24:15, when he spoke of the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place. That's the same chapter, by the way, where Jesus completely dismantles the pre-tribulation rapture theory, and somehow people still don't believe him. But hey, we're not appointed to wrath, right? Even though Jesus literally says in Matthew 24:29-31, immediately after the tribulation of those days, they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect. Did you catch that? After the tribulation, not before. So why are we still quoting pastors and feel-good doctrine over Jesus himself? Let's be real. If you're deceived about anything in the Word, and you stay deceived until the midnight cry, you're in serious danger. That's what Jesus was warning in Matthew 25:6 with the parable of the 10 virgins. At midnight there was a cry made, "Behold, the bridegroom comes." And here's the part no one's talking about. That word cry in the original Greek is kraug. It's not a cheerful shout. It's a scream, a loud, anguished outcry. The kind of cry that shakes people awake in terror. That's not a rapture announcement. That's a wake-up call when it's already too late. Jesus said that both the wise and foolish virgins were asleep. Let that sink in, but only the wise, his elect, had oil. And in Matthew 24:24, Jesus said something chilling. If it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. That means it's not possible to deceive them. Why? Because they're watching. They're awake. They're rooted in truth, not tradition. But if you're expecting Jesus to show up before the tribulation even begins, or before the 6th seal opens in Revelation, you're not just misinformed. You're setting yourself up for spiritual devastation. And let me be clear, the wrath of God doesn't begin until after the 7th seal is opened in Revelation 8:1. Everything before that is the tribulation, persecution, purification, and a global shaking of everything that can be shaken. Now here's the scary part. 2 Thessalonians 2:11 tells us, "And for this reason, God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie." God sends it. Why? Because they didn't love the truth. They chose the comforting lie, the fantasy gospel, the escape plan that was never promised. Sound familiar? That's exactly what he did to Pharaoh. He hardened his heart. And this midnight cry that so many people preach as the rapture announcement, it's ridiculous when you actually read the parable in context. It's a shock cry, not a celebration. Only one thing would cause all 10 virgins, wise and foolish, to wake up in a panic at midnight: the Antichrist revealing himself. I'm not saying you're guaranteed to fall for the coming deception, but according to Jesus, if you're not one of the elect, you're at risk. Big risk. This deception is going to be so strong, so convincing, that only those who truly know the Word, the timeline, and the truth will withstand it. And if you don't wake up now, while there's still time, you may fall deeper into blindness you can't come back from. Don't just take my word for it. Go read Matthew 25 again. That cry at midnight doesn't just wake a few people, it wakes everybody. Which means even the elect were surprised by the timing. But they were prepared. They had oil. They were ready. The Great Tribulation is going to be unimaginably harder on those who weren't expecting it. Now, if you found this helpful, then like the video, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe for more. And if you want to debate this topic live, respectfully, drop a comment or DM me and we'll set it up so others can watch. Just be sure you can handle being wrong without throwing a tantrum. This isn't about who's right, it's about what's right. Jesus told us to sharpen each other in truth and love, and that's exactly what this is. If you're open to being corrected by Scripture just like I am, then let's talk. For the love of Christ and the truth of His Word, stay awake. Keep your torch lit. Time is almost up.